Welcome back. I hope you're all well. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over 7 ways that will instantly make any affordable and cheap outfit look so much more luxurious and expensive. And by expensive, I mean classy, chic, and sophisticated. Now, most of you probably know that I love my designer bags and also designer shoes, but I do believe that you don't need to break the bank to look good. So I'm just going to be going over my personal tips and tricks and what I think works to make outfits look chic, sophisticated, and good. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Angelique. I make new videos twice a week about luxury and fashion, and if that is something you're into, you should definitely consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Okay, tip number 1 is to go for neutrals rather than crazy colors and patterns. A couple of years ago, my wardrobe looked a lot different. I would always go for a shirt or a pair of pants that were a little more bold and had colors and patterns and things like that, and looking back at my outfits from back then, it didn't look too good. So now if you would take a look at my wardrobe, the colors I choose are just neutral. I go for a lot of blacks, and I personally also think that light pinks look very chic and polished, and then of course white is a great color to go with. So just kind of making sure that you're keeping your wardrobe more on the neutral side, I really think helps and makes the biggest difference. Alrighty, moving on to tip number 2, which is in my opinion one of the most important ones out of all the ones that I'm going to be talking about, and that is to make sure your clothing fits you correctly. Now, I cannot stress to you how important it is to make sure your items fit you properly. I used to make this mistake so often in the past. I would purchase pieces and then they wouldn't fit. Maybe they were too tight, or maybe my pants were too long, or just something was off, and then instead of returning it, I would keep it. What happened is I would never end up wearing those pieces, which is not good at all, but also it just didn't make my outfit and the stuff I was wearing look good. So now, even if I only spend $20 on a shirt or maybe $50 on a pair of jeans, I do try to make sure that they fit properly, and if I need to get them tailored, I do spend that extra money and have that done. It's really not that expensive, but I just really think that it makes a huge difference if you're making sure that your clothing pieces fit you correctly. I mean, if you think about it, if you have a pair of jeans that are too long or maybe don't fit you correctly in the bum area, they just don't look as good as a pair of jeans that fit you perfectly. Okay, and number 3 is to go for a monochromatic look. Now, just staying within the same color palette makes such a difference, and instantly just looks so polished and sophisticated. I absolutely love it. I personally love going for black, so I'll wear a black pair of jeans, a black blazer, black shoes, and maybe a neutral shirt, but you could totally go for all black. I also love white jeans, a white shirt, and maybe a gray blazer or something of that sort. I really just think that, like, anytime, let's just put it like this, anytime I see someone that has a monochromatic look on, and just think it looks like $1,000,000. Okay, so another trick or tip that I have that I think really makes a difference is to try and sometimes choose a little better quality items. Now, I know that that sounds like you're gonna have to spend more money, but you really don't have to if you do your research. So by better quality items, I mean things such as cotton and maybe some silk. And I know those pieces can be expensive, but if you look on the right website, you can really find affordable pieces that are good quality. Like for cotton, I love to shop on Everlane. They make such affordable shirts and t-shirts and tops in general that are 100% cotton, that look amazing and will last you so much longer and won't break the bank. And then for silk pieces, you could go with something like Lily Silk. They make very affordable and cute silk pieces, and yeah, there's just, if you look and do a little bit of research, you can find those items at a much better price and you won't have to pay a lot. I'll leave a few of my favorite websites linked down below so you can check them out and see if there's anything on there that you like. Okay, moving on, I feel like this one is gonna sound like a no-brainer, but I swear so many people don't think about this or don't pay attention to this, but make sure that you're washing your clothing correctly. Look at the labels, make sure you're not not overwashing them. I mean, if you're wearing a pair of jeans and you only had them on for an hour or two, I don't think there's a need to wash them. So I am very particular on how I wash my clothes, what colors I put together, how often I wash it, what setting I wash it on. That is the main way I keep my items looking good and yeah, just in great condition, because if you stick something in the washer on the wrong setting, you can totally ruin it. Or if you pop something in the dryer, I really don't dry any of my items. I don't know, but I personally think that drying some of your clothing can really just ruin them. So I try to skip the dryer altogether. That's just my personal little tip. But yeah, just make sure that you're paying attention to the labels. They are there for a reason. And yeah, just wash your clothing correctly and yeah, pay a little more attention to that. Okay, this next one is kind of within the same category, but it is to make sure you iron or steam your clothing. Now, I personally dislike ironing so much. That is where a steamer comes in handy, but not everyone has a steamer, so you can so you can obviously just steam your clothing. But I'm sure we are all aware that if we put a shirt on or a pair of trousers that are totally wrinkled, they're just not gonna look the same as they would if they were ironed and just nice and polished. So that is just an extra step that you can take to make sure your outfit looks that much more put together and just that much like cleaner and nicer and yeah, just more polished. Okay, and last but not least, let's talk about accessories. Now, I personally do not think that you need to spend thousands of dollars on bags and shoes. I know this probably sounds crazy coming from me. I like purchasing those items because I just simply enjoy buying them and collecting them, but I don't think that you need to buy such expensive pieces to look expensive. In fact, I think that there are a lot of designer items out there that actually look pretty cheap even though they were very expensive. So what I recommend is to go for timeless pieces. Go for shoes that are classic and timeless, and go for bags such as this is what I'm going to use for an example, that are just timeless. And you can see what I mean by looking at this bag. This is a perfect example. Now, this bag is by Angela Roy, which is a company that is based in New York, and they make all their bags by hand, which I find so incredible. Also, it is a vegan company, so the leather is vegan, and it is the softest bag I have ever felt. But yeah, it's a perfect example for buying a timeless piece, because this bag will never go out of style. If you purchase something like this, you could wear it for the rest of your life. The color is super neutral. You could absolutely pop this on with anything and it will look good. I also think this is a perfect summer bag. I love the shape. It's just very elegant and very chic. They have so many other different amazing bags on their website. This is just the one I picked. Now, this was gifted to me, but I'm not getting paid to say anything about this bag at all. It was very kind of them to gift me this bag. But yeah, I really love it. I would not talk about it if I didn't, but I just wanted to use it for an example because I think it's just such a great piece. And yeah, I mean, it just shows that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to look sophisticated and put together. So yeah, I will leave this bag linked down below, by the way. So that is it for this video. I'm very glad I made it through this because I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret now. I actually took 45 minutes to film the intro of this video alone. Absolutely insane. Not sure what's wrong with me today. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.